Hello, and welcome to the Classically Urban Podcast. I am your mama's favorite side hoe.
I'm George Georgopoulos.
It's Baby Ice Cube.
And I'm OG Felici.
And we're Classically Urban Podcast. That was good. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next week.
You said that with such like your like white announcer voice. It was unreal.
Hello.
Like, it's just.
Do you also work at the bank? With Todd? Fucking over people in their house loans.
That's pretty good. I think that was like the most tame you've ever done an intro before, Cody.
I wasn't
That's
gonna lie.
pretty
I was this close to saying I'm the Dragonborn and start singing the song.
Such
All right.
children.
So,
All right,
what's going on in the world? In the
we
last
all
week?
about to die, son.
Probably.
All right, so for those of you who
So
don't pay
pessimistic.
attention to anything, we have launched a attack against the Syrian government, specifically their chemical
We
weapons
bombed
program.
Syria because Syria bombed Syria, and we're bombing them. We're bombing Syria to tell Syria to stop bombing Syria.
We're bombing the Syrian government for gassing their own citizens.
But we still don't take Syrian refugees.
Oh no, we do not. No, we do not.
We bombed Syria because Syria bombed Syria. Tell Syria to stop bombing Syria, but we left the Syrian refugees because we're like, you're Syrian. America. USA.
USA, USA, USA.
It baffles me, people's logic sometimes, and how people just can't mind their own fucking business.
Yeah.
Making my way downtown, walking past.
He's beating her ass. It's none of my business.
Facts.
For real, though, we should probably, like, stop dipping our fingers in everyone's honeypot.
We've been doing it ever since we
Isolationism.
became a country, though.
Yeah, we had a couple good years where we didn't.
We.
It's all of ours.
Yeah.
I also recently saw that China is backing Russia, which is interesting because we're China's biggest buyer. How the fuck does that work?
It's not gonna.
Exactly.
It's not gonna.
It's not going to.
That's why I don't understand why everyone.
None of it makes sense.
It doesn't, because it's always this thing. It's like, oh, China and America, they're gonna like hate each other and everything's gonna fall apart. It's
Well,
like
yeah, they can hate each other all they want,
They
but
literally, there's nothing they can do.
they still depend on each other.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do. If we piss them off to the point where they want to leave, it screws everybody.
Yeah, who's gonna make our
The
silly plea?
entire world. No, it's not. That's funny, but no.
Who's gonna make our American flags?
It's one of those things where it's like the
Who's
entire
gonna make
world.
the free Taiwan stickers?
China, like everything, everybody gets stuff from China. We're obviously the biggest buyers,
we majority like
I know, but I'm
most
saying-
other
Yeah.
parts of the world are like, what? No, that shit's horrible. It's bad.
Yeah.
America's like, you get a lot of it though.
I think I'm gonna pay $1,000 for a smartphone. You fuck.
but like it's the two biggest like powerhouse countries in the whole entire world. If both of us like fall apart because we just can't like we just can't like not stop messing with each other and pissing each other off, the entire world would just like crumble.
See, the biggest issue, and why I don't think Russia's going to do anything, is because they're broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't really afford to do anything.
And it doesn't help that Putin's stealing all their money.
Well, they can. They can afford for about a month.
Oh,
if
North
that.
Korea can too. They can't afford food.
For a week.
Yeah,
Maybe.
It won't be long enough to...
They would afford it to deploy them here. Once they got here,
They'd be just
they'd
like
be out of resources.
Hey,
Yeah.
guess what? You're now American citizens. Have fun.
Get in the cage, Boris.
it literally turned back like the clock on war strategy for them. Because they'd have to go back to like guerrilla warfare where they don't have
Just
any
none of it-
resources and stuff.
They'd get halfway across the Pacific and run out of gas in their boats.
Damn. It's almost as funny.
Pour the
as-
vodka in the tank. It works.
It's almost as funny as when Korea bombed their own city trying to test one of their fucking missiles.
They did it under the wisdom of their supreme leader.
Very smart.
He's very wise. Have you
Very
seen
wise.
his haircut? That's his brain peeking out of his skull.
Yeah, that's usually what I try and tell people when conflicts like this start to like quote unquote bubble, right?
Yeah.
The whole North Korea thing the past couple of years, they're always like, it could happen. I'm like, it can't.
No.
They're like,
It won't.
It can't.
No.
I'm like, for one, they still have yet to develop a missile that can reach us. And even if they did, they'd probably only be able to build one.
I think they have a total of 5, Cody. That's 5. 5.
And none of them can reach us.
That's a big number, guys. 5.
Yeah.
None of them reach us, and then if China decides to back them, then they lose us as buyers. So
No more Peking garden,
And
bitch.
you know what everything comes down to? Everything comes down to money. You want to know how all these countries are connected?
money.
Money.
No, quite literally money. Because, what's it called, with Russia, one of the reasons they're backing Assad is so they can get the oil. Well, they also trade with them.
Yeah, because
And for
Russia
the-
wants
yeah.
the oil because they're broke as shit.
Yeah, no. Also, they need someone to trade with. Russia is a very resource-rich country, but they don't have anybody to trade with because they
Nobody
keep
fucks with them.
pissing everybody off.
Russians are kind of. I've only met one like
Russian.
non-crazy Russian dude. Like only one.
We know one. Like a crazy Russian dude, I mean.
Yeah, flat
Yeah.
earther and everything. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's Russian, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, that makes it so much better. No, but the Russian dude I know, he's very like nice and like sweet and like.
We went to school with a few Russians.
Did we?
Yeah, but they were all crazy.
Nah. What about that one tall kid? What was his name? Really, really tall?
We called him Tall Kid.
No, he was tall. He had a really Russian name.
Boris.
No. That's
Vladislav.
Slava. Yeah.
I think I remember him.
He was Russian, right? Yeah, he was a nice kid.
I never knew him.
Also Igor.
He was a little out there. He's a nice kid, but he's a little out there.
There were a few more. I don't remember the names, but
Yeah.
they were out there too.
You can just assume it's probably a variation of Igor.
Yeah.
You know, now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, Slava, he was a nice kid. He was a little odd.
Yep. See.
He's
Yeah.
a little out there, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You
I'm
motherfucker.
sorry.
How dare you?
God damn it.
Though now we're at this point. Carib!
Rip. Somehow a gangbanger's gonna fall down a weird wormhole on YouTube and find this and be like, "Oh, bet, cuz I'm gonna find your ass." Cody's now banned from Los Angeles. The one city I want to live in.
So, what are you guys going to do? Are you guys going to get a bunker for this shit or try to run out the draft?
I'm gonna continue to. Oh, I already told. Like, I tell people all the time. If it comes time for a draft, good luck finding me. Deuces.
You'll find me. I'll join. I don't give a fuck.
What?
Yep.
Why?
I'll die.
I am exempt, so I don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. I'll just.
I mean, I'm gonna be like near last on list because of all my health problems,
Yeah.
but I'm still not. No,
I'll join.
sorry about you.
Free workout program. Get some discipline in my life.
Anyway,
Couple hot meals.
what about you, Phil? You joined the draft?
I don't even know if I'd be allowed anymore.
Why?
Knees.
My legs.
Oh.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
I don't think they can do a draft though. Like I mean they can, but like I
Oh,
don't.
they
I just-
will.
I just think it's like
They will.
I think in like today's times there are too many people who are like
There's a lot of
I'm
people who-
liberal, and it's just like never gonna happen.
There's a lot of people who are listed. Yeah, but a lot of those liberal motherfuckers are soft as shit. And when time comes to be like, hey, you gotta come with us, they're gonna go because they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm
That's-
sorry.
That's true too, I guess.
Can I stay in the back? I'll play the flute with the other guys.
I'm an artist.
I just feel like there'd be such uproar and protest because everyone's like, I'm independent. It's like,
Independent.
you know, that brings me to what I kind of wanted to talk about was, like, it's kind of evolves around like the school shootings, but it's not about the shootings.
We should draft school
It's not
shooters,
about
yes.
it's not about the guns. Sorry, but what?
That's good.
Thank you.
Instead of imprisoning the school shooters, just send them off to war.
Jeez.
Just drop them in the middle of Russia.
And be like they're like our covert, like like special ops team, just a team of school shooters. Be like, all right, you go into that building right there, and just do what you do.
Here's a
They all think you're gay.
Well, it's like,
Here's a loaded
They'll
gun.
never see
Go.
it coming.
well, it's like that theory that people are like, oh, we should just send gangs over there. It's like they'll just clean up the streets. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna go how you think it is. But it's
Oh,
fine.
imagine a Crip in Red Square. That'll be fun.
Why call it Red Square, cut?
But
like this shit, cut.
I was on Twitter, and I saw someone they were talking about all the school shootings and stuff, and said,
Did you see what one school district did to fight back?
no, what? Stop.
What?
Like not regular baseball bats, the miniature ones.
Oh.
They gave out hundreds of miniature baseball bats to teachers for school shooting.
The ones that are for like
They spent like a ridiculous amount of money on them too.
Aren't those for like memorabilia? They're not
Yeah.
really effective.
No.
So you could probably throw them at a school shooter.
You better hope you hit him.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a.
Or the one superintendent who said, "Let's give him rocks or pebbles."
No, I like that idea.
Why?
Let's get biblical up in this bitch.
Stupid.
Shit, we had teachers at Carmel that had bricks on their desk. See, I was saying that, and then my dad said, "Yeah, it's probably because the teacher confiscated them from a student." But
And then there was Good Morning Carmel High School teacher who I had for SRT. He liked to throw like stress balls.
Oh, Mrs. Pinkerton, she did that to me, remember? She had a stress ball brick she threw at me when I was asleep. Yeah.
That sounds
Woman
like
had amazing aim.
sounds like something that would happen to high school George.
Yeah, he threw it at me while I was like asleep,
Oh.
and then I threw it back at him and nailed him in the head.
How to react.
He looked mad at first, but then he realized he threw it, and he was like, "Don't do it again."
Right.
I was like, "Okay, sounds good. I like this. I like this plan."
Anyway, I was on Twitter and they were it was this post that essentially said like we need to stop blaming the schools, like the kids at the schools, for bullying people, because that's just victim blaming when they bully a person to the point of shooting up a school.
Yeah, ain't a shaved head chick? Didn't she like bully homeboy who shot up the school?
Yep.
Like one of the front runners for like the
The-
we need a change.
I was about to call it the Me Too movement, but no.
And then I also saw like recently it's like everyone was freaking out about the Cuban flag that she had on her jacket, and they're like, "It represents communism." I was like, slow down.
Relax.
I was like, it represents a country. They just so happen to have a communist regime.
that was the whole
Yeah,
argument.
and they're in Florida, so more than likely she's probably part Cuban, because there's a lot of fucking Cubans in Florida.
Cuba.
But okay, so the biggest argument there was she was talking about taking away guns when that's the exact thing.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. And then I also saw one. It was somebody. They were comparing it to the rebel flag.
It's heritage.
I was like, you realize that a battle flag represents no heritage, but a flag for a country
Yeah.
does in fact.
Yes.
It wasn't a battle flag at the time. It was literally the flag of the South.
No,
No.
no.
It
The
never
flag
was.
that everyone flies was only a flag that was used by Robert E. Lee's group in Tennessee. The real Confederate flag was a big white flag
Oh, it's-
with that in
yeah,
the
I
corner.
forgot about
Yeah.
that.
And before that, it didn't look like that either.
But I was just like, why wouldn't we blame those people who push someone to a point to do something like that?
Push me to the
Bullying's
edge.
not real.
No, but I'm saying like,
Bullying's not real.
okay, my thing is,
It's because we can't actually blame a person who's a piece of shit. Like, why would we do that? That makes
Yeah,
no
no.
sense.
I know,
Bullying's
but
not real.
Shut up.
It's not.
Shut up.
It's not.
I'm saying though, like, if you continually just mess with somebody, and then like they're, to a point they're gonna break. There's gonna be a certain point where they freaking break, because everyone has that breaking point, and they're just gonna snap. Now you cannot get mad about what they do when they snap because you push them to that point.
I mean, you could be upset that he shot a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I mean you can be upset, but you can't. But you
Guys,
can't.
it's our fault.
But you can't say it's not your fault, because you should never. Like, if you don't want that to happen, if you don't want bad things to happen to you, don't do bad things to other
Can't
people.
necessarily fault people for other people's actions.
You can in this situation just because they push them to that point.
Yeah.
Like, if I sat there and bullied
This is a
somebody,
gray area.
Yeah, this is
Which you did.
uncharted territory.
I mean, yeah, because everyone does it.
No.
But I'm sa-
Who did I bully?
Mitchell Walker.
No.
No.
We've been over this.
No,
That-
no,
we did
no,
not bully
no,
him.
Nope,
No.
nope.
If
no.
anything, he bullied us and didn't like how we beat his ass.
Yeah, no, he used to smack me in the back of the head and run away. That's how.
He used to walk up to us and call us pussies and then run away.
We would all literally bully this kid.
No.
No.
Yes,
I didn't
we
even know
would.
he existed till
Oh
one day
my
he
God.
came up to us and was like, "Hey, pussy." I was like, "What?"
We went out of our way to avoid him 9% of the time. Maybe you did. That's a different subject.
I didn't bully him.
I stomped him out.
I mean, I guess I did. Yeah.
Felt
See,
great.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not.
He brought it upon him. I didn't go seek this kid out and be like, "I don't like his face. I'm going to smack him." No. He smacked me. So I gave him the front hand, backhand, front hand, backhand, front hand, backhand, front hand, backhand.
You know what this is? It's you just denying that you're a fucking human being because everybody bullies someone at one point.
I
in
did
their
not
life.
bully him.
But you've bullied someone before.
You tried to start shit with a special needs kid in our math class once.
Math class. Which math class?
It was the slow math. that we
I
were
was
all
in slow math all of my high school career.
it
You're
was
gonna have to be a little more specific.
It was the one where that we had that one chick. She got mad when I jokingly flipped her off. Kiefer's ex at the time.
Very specific.
Latina.
She's not special needs.
No, the kid who very clearly had something wrong with him.
He's just trying to describe the class, and he
Yeah.
grabbed the one chick.
Sammy Shaw was in there.
Yeah, I remember that class.
Yeah, there was that kid who was very clearly had something off with him.
I don't remember there being a kid in that class. I remember there was a really strange kid in my geometry class that they caught jerking off. But I did not fuck with him because he gave me the creeps. Matter of fact, I think that's the same kid you're talking about. And I think the reason you thought I was fucking with him is because I was trying to befriend him because he scared the shit out of me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did
No,
not
that's
work
who
out.
it was. Yeah.
Did not
he had
work
like
out
real
that
long,
way.
like greasy hair.
He said something to you and you just would not let it go. He didn't even say something like bad. He just said something weird, and you were like, "What does that mean?"
Was it the kid with the really long,
No,
really
shortcut hair.
Oh well, then shit. I have no idea what you're talking about then.
Yeah, never mind then. Who cares?
My point is, however, if you like all the people who didn't actually bully this kid, their victims don't blame them. But you like the specific person who pushes someone to a point of doing something, you caused them to do this. It's partly your fault that it happened.
I'm trying to remember now
Yeah.
because I don't remember there being a short-haired weird kid. I remember the long-haired kid
And
because he always read like fantasy books.
yeah,
And I was like, played like Oblivion and shit. So I figured maybe I'll try and be nice to him because he creeps me the fuck out. Like, what you reading there? And he would just be like, it's a book. And I'm like, you're right. What's it about? Monsters and things. I'm like, oh, okay.
All right, well, back to what Brandon was saying.
I mean, I said my point.
Nah.
Do you think it's the responsibility of the school administrators to help to spot the bullying?
Listen, there's two parts to this because the kid, he shouldn't be a pussy.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone gets bullied. Get the fuck over it. But at the same time, if you do something bad to somebody, you cannot be surprised when they do something bad back to you.
That's true.
That's not how life works
That's true.
at all.
Kind of.
No, that's 100% true.
Call him a cocksucker.
Yes and no.
So, like, I'm saying don't blame, like, the entire student body for it. But that one person, they can catch that blame. All day, every day. I don't care. They can catch that blame.
I didn't bully David, by the way. I knew you were going to bring that up eventually.
No. That was
Just
not
fucked with him.
Yeah.
It was, I guess you could
No one
consider
cried
it-
during that.
I didn't, yeah. It wasn't like I was like,
He just wanted you to
teasing him.
stop waving.
Yeah.
That was me.
Stop it. You're the one. Was it you who showed me or was it Colby?
I think it was Colby. That's great.
I think it was either you or Colby. I think it was either.
Colby made the noises. I did the wave.
Was it you who was like, hey, watch this? Stop it.
I've come to expect you guys just to interrupt me. It just
Shut
happens.
up. We don't want your opinion.
You're bullying
You're
me.
black.
You're bullying.
Your opinion doesn't matter in America.
This is Trump's America now, boy.
Did one of you guys send me that, or did I see that somewhere?
What?
There was literally like I don't know what social media I was on. This was before my phone broke, so it's like in my mind because it's the last thing I saw.
over there.
But there's like someone screenshotted some dude's like Tinder conversation with her friend, and it was like him just saying your opinion doesn't matter because you're black, and of course your name is I forget what the fuck, I think it was like no it wasn't something that ghetto. It was
Yeah.
like it was like a normal name, but it was just like blackified a little bit. You know what I mean? And he was just basically shitting on her because she's black, and then she put her friend put him on like all of her like her Twitter, on Instagram, everything.
See what happened at Starbucks recently?
The two guys got arrested.
What?
I didn't. I just saw the story. I didn't read it, but
There's two guys standing in a Starbucks waiting for their friend to arrive. Somebody called the police on them, and all the other white patrons in the Starbucks tried to help them because they were like, what the fuck did they do? They arrested them. Like, straight up handcuffed them, took them out, put them in the car, booked them. Yeah.
did they ever say what the charges were for?
No. They didn't say what the
didn't.
charges were for, but there's actually, that's the backstory, They didn't do.
Loitering while black.
Yeah. And then come to find out also their profession, they sell houses, I believe. So they're like pretty they had money. So they were going to buy something.
That shouldn't even be the like matter though. Like
Well, I know, I'm just saying. It's
I know
like,
it's just like
yeah.
So, did you guys see any of the footage from the fight this week in the baseball game?
No.
I heard about it. I saw the article. I didn't read it.
Bro, GameStop just exploded all over my web browser. Dang it.
Watch the video. So, third inning, one of the players slid into second base and spiked second baseman.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cleared the benches, like full on fist fight.
Damn.
Going at it.
Who? What teams?
It was Yankees and Red Sox.
By the way, this is the only way baseball will ever be interesting to the mass public. So
But then,
Shut your mouth.
in the seventh,
It's not true.
it's dying. Get over it.
It's not true.
It's dying.
It's
Get
not.
over it.
the pitcher beams the guy who slid into second base.
Damn.
Bench is clear again.
Damn.
Like, and it was great because dude gets hit, takes his bat, like smacks the ground real hard one time, and then just chucks his bat, and like kind of does one of those like he like pauses for a second and then just starts sprinting at him with like fists.
Damn. Baseball's not dying. Fuck you. Baseball players get paid hella money.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means that they get money.
That doesn't mean anything.
How does it not? Explain how. Because people are obviously still watching because the teams could still afford to pay them. Exactly. Shut your mouth.
Baseball is a dying sport.
It's not.
It is.
No.
How
If
can
it
that
was, then Chicago wouldn't have died. The river blew when the Cubs won.
That's weird. I don't like that. People dying rivers.
I don't know. That's how you cause like.
Okay, never mind. It's blue.
that's how
Never
you
mind. You're
cause,
right.
like,
That's
issues.
right, motherfucker.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it wasn't still important,
It's not important.
then why did the city of Chicago die their river blue when the Chicago Cubs won the World Series?
Because the Chicago Cubs have been there for hundreds of years, and they just won
It was a little over 100, but
after 100 years of losing.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
that's
it's still relevant
literally-
enough for the
that's
whole
literally
city
the
to
only
celebrate.
because they've watched them get their ass beat for 100 years.
Which means,
and guess what? During that time,
and people
no one
have
cared.
watched, like you just
The
said,
city of Chicago
which makes
has
them
watched.
relevant. Let me get a double here. Bam,
It's
bam.
not relevant
What's
anymore.
good?
Basketball and football are way more popular than baseball is.
I'm not denying that.
That's why it's a dying sport,
It's
because
not
it used
dying.
to be the most popular, and it's not anymore.
Doesn't mean it's dying.
Yes, it does.
Because
When's soccer going to come?
white people are still the majority of the country, and white people love baseball.
They aren't even baseball players aren't even
Okay,
white.
To be
It doesn't
fair,
mean anything. White people still love to watch it.
white people now like soccer, Cody. Well, they're starting to like soccer more.
Whatever. Fuck them.
Yeah, most sports are stupid.
Except for boxing.
Fact.
No, boxing is just boxing. It's
That's
it's a way of life. It's not sport, cuz. Sport
Boxing.
means it's a game.
boxing. Would you say boxing is a dying sport?
It's not. It's no, because I guess boxing it's more of an international sport. So there's like
Yeah.
because boxing is still huge in the UK. It's just here. It's
Because
kind
when
of
you
like,
get drunk, what do you want to do?
Yeah,
You either
Box-
want to watch someone fight or you want to fight.
but like boxing isn't as like popular here as it is.
You know why? Because
Other
Americans are
places.
stupid. We don't watch UFC.
You want to know why they're stupid? Because they like baseball.
You got a problem with baseball?
It's the most boring sport
No, it is not.
you will ever watch. in
George,
your life.
how hype were the games that you used to go to in the Little League?
I
This shit was hype.
I was just hyped because I got to fuck with you when I was
And then the
bleachers.
parents yelling at each other.
Yeah.
This shit was hype. It was a church league and they fought. Like, it was so funny. My dad would be like, oh, this is bullshit.
The parents always got like way too into it.
It was so much fun. I low-key thought about going back and coaching there.
Do it.
Really
not?
want to.
That'd be fun.
No.
Teach your team against you.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And corrupt a bunch of little children.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like.
They'll
because
call me Coach Crip. I'm like, why is your name Coach Crip? I don't worry about it.
It's just baseball's too long.
Don't tell your parents.
The church league Crips.
First Baptist Crips.
I feel like
Baptist Crips.
I feel like the baseball season is like too long.
First Baptist Crips.
The game is too slow, and it's just like it's just.
I don't know, man. I feel like
Faster than soccer.
I never said soccer was.
I know. But
What are you talking? Soccer's all action. It's literally constantly just running back and forth with the ball.
and that's.
it's hard for me to
I
watch
almost
soccer.
said it.
Oh, no.
What?
I said that's and then stuttered and then didn't say it.
It's one of those words we can't say.
I picked up on it.
Like
the
retarded.
only
It was
way-
just right there. Retarded. wasn't using it derogatory. I was quoting a Tom Segura bit.
Yeah. Be mad at Tom Segura.
He wants to build a wall around Louisiana.
Because they're not humans. They're cartoon characters. They don't have rights.
I
declare I am a cartoon character.
I feel like baseball's only still like slightly
Would you
relevant.
leave
because it's
baseball alone? Goddamn,
No.
you ever played baseball?
Leave baseball
No, you haven't.
alone.
Not like an organized baseball.
Can't hold the bat.
There's a lot of strategy.
Yeah, I mean, I understand how baseball can be a strategic game. It's just so boring to me. I heard him. I just ignored him.
That is horrible. You're gonna let that go?
Yeah, he's a.
That's
fucking idiot.
horrible.
I don't-
That was so mean.
He's a bully. What can I say?
Hardcore, yeah.
Confirmed. Illuminati. You never played baseball because if you play baseball, it's fun. It's so much fun.
I've never played like baseball for an organized team, but I've played like baseball in my neighborhood and stuff, and it was not. I mean,
So much fun.
To be
the only part of it that was fun was literally just hitting the ball, and then I had to run, and I'm like, this is pointless.
No, I like
After
chasing
that
people
point.
with the ball.
And then 90% of the players in the field just stand there and look at the sun all day.
Well, that's if you're on a shit team.
Yeah.
No, like it's just like you just sit there and stand. That's all you do. And
That's
it's
not
like,
true.
yes, it is.
No.
If you're in the outfield, that's all you do is
No,
just
it's
stand.
That's not true
Yes,
either.
it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Outfield's
it
one of
is.
the most important positions.
That was my favorite place to play. Like, that's where I felt like I did the most.
You just stand there.
That's not true.
You just freaking stand there.
Bigger plays out there.
What, running down a ball and just doing that?
You have to haul ass after a ball that's no bigger than the palm of your hand and hurl that bitch back in and hope that the dude you're hurling it to catches it so he can tag the other person or tag the base.
I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but I've never seen a outfielder who's not just standing there for 90% of the game.
It's not true. It's not true at all.
Because you only see the highlights on ESPN of them actually doing something, and then the rest of the game they're just standing there doing nothing.
Brandon obviously doesn't know how this works.
He doesn't. You know how many major league pros hit it into the outfield? Just about every one of them.
Okay.
So that means every play damn near goes to the outfield.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm telling you, they don't they just look like they don't do anything. And it's the only sport that you can chew tobacco and play.
America!
No,
Fuck
that's not a
yeah.
sport. That's just you being a fat, lazy piece of shit who just throws
Not-
a ball.
That's not. You cannot be fat and lazy and play baseball.
I've seen a fat baseball player. Get the hell
They
out
have
of
a
here.
gut, but they're still athletic.
I think the only athletes who aren't like cross.
More swing, more power behind their swing.
No, it just means they're fat.
No,
It's the only sport where you can be fat and play.
They're not
Okay.
fat. They're literally husky.
No, they're fat.
Bro,
Two things.
They're not fat. They're not. They're
If you
they're
have
athletic.
If you have a gut, you're fat.
Two things. The reason that they can get away with having a bit of a gut is because it's a more of a
They don't do anything. Yeah.
no. It's not as much of an endurance. It's sudden bursts of speed to get to the base. That's why they can get
You
away
gotta
with
be
it.
fast as shit too.
Yeah.
I missed
Also,
that line.
the only
For what?
Signing up for baseball.
no.
Baseball
Strange.
For what?
The-
Organized adult leagues.
What? They have those here?
Well, softball, but it's better than nothing.
I hate softball.
Anyway,
How do you hate softball but like
Ball's
baseball?
too big. You can't throw it right.
It just feels so wrong. It's
It
like,
does.
well, how did that happen? That's what I want to know. How the fuck did that happen?
What?
Softball.
Girls wanted to play.
And you got to do the whole pitch like underhanded shit. I can't pitch with some like a watermelon.
I mean, you could. Yeah, the big given arms. Just
Yeah, I know, but
It's more like a cantaloupe.
yeah, cantaloupe. Yeah,
shot the cantaloupes.
I like cantaloupes. You know how you tell if a cantaloupe's fresh?
You split it open and see if it's fresh.
Without splitting it open, jackass.
You
You headbutt.
yeah.
No.
You smash it on the ground.
What the fuck?
You sniff it.
I'm trying to give. Thank you. But where?
Isn't it
On the
navel?
butthole.
Button.
Yes, where the stem originally was, the navel. If you smell it and it smells sweet, it's ready to eat.
I like how that rhymes.
Yeah, like booty. You knew I was gonna go there. Yeah,
You were disgusting.
booty. You ate the booty yet?
Oh my god.
Why?
Hi, Hannah's mom.
Phil's getting married, so we know he ate the booty.
What was that squeak?
What
in God's name was that?
Phil, you remember that conversation we had
What?
where we're going to try to be better?
I'm not cursing. What?
He's talking about a dietary plan right now.
It's a way of life.
Yeah, we're doing this fitness challenge, trying to eat some healthy food. But
What healthier way to get it than from the source?
I can't stand you sometimes.
What? All right. You know what? Fine.
God.
Baseball's still great.
We can agree to disagree.
that was a
You can go fuck yourself.
that was a hell of a left turn. Which
Now that's a dumb sport.
what? Oh,
Oh,
NASCAR.
yeah, that's
yeah.
God. That's the worst.
That's
one.
annoying.
That's the worst one.
It used to not be as bad, and now it's just gotten awful.
That it hasn't changed. What are you talking?
I can
about?
respect
Well,
F1.
no, okay. Back.
Left
Okay,
turn.
back in the day, the cars were actually different. Now all the cars they all have to be set to such like strict guidelines.
Standards.
All the cars are the same. Like there's
It wouldn't matter if they were all different cars. It'd still be boring as hell.
I like street cars, man. I'm sorry. I've never liked
Now, if they
NASCAR.
made
like, Formula Drift. That's making a huge come up.
Whoa,
in the States.
Formula Drift.
Yeah, competitive drifting.
that's interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Watching a car go in a circle for 4 hours in a day.
No.
Ew.
It's literally
It does go on for way too long.
Like you could lower that thing to 20 laps and be Gucci, bro. Like,
Formula Drift is literally like
yeah, drift racing. Yeah.
15-second sprint.
oh, what?
You have a lead and a chase. The
Yeah.
lead sets the line and the angles.
Oh.
The chase has to try and match that line and the angles.
Okay.
The chase scores more points when he matches that angle, and the closer he gets to the lead.
It's intense.
That's
because
cool.
if you
I thought it was like a
any
whole-
slight mishap, it's fucked.
I thought it was like a whole drift race like they do in video games, you know? Like just.
I mean, kind of.
It's-
You have
it's
a
literally
track,
like
but it.
4 turns.
I thought it was like a longer, you know what I mean? Now, Formula One racing, that stuff can be interesting
I
because they
don't like
make.
it.
Oh, you know?
No.
Don't they have these like amazing like windy turning
Yeah.
paths?
Yeah, but that's when it gets really boring because they all
Why?
come to like damn near a stop to make those turns. Turn radius on those cars not very good. They're really long.
Do you think we should just make like Need for Speed in real life and just let it be legal?
Yeah,
That'd be great.
that'd be way more interesting.
That'd be great.
See
like-
some dude out there in a fucking Nissan Maxima, soup the fuck out, like smack the shit out of a Camaro. That'd be awesome.
Like, just take like the first 2 Fast and Furiouses, make those like reality and totally legal. Everybody would love it.
There you go.
No.
Real quick, there's a picture of Formula Drift for you. Those cars are in the turn sideways.
Yeah.
Like completely sideways. And
That's what I do.
clouds
That's what.
everywhere and loud engine noises. This one, its rear tires on fire.
Awesome.
That's what me and Phil used to do in the Need for Speed game. We would just like go into like the hills and just start drifting
Yeah.
with each other, and I would just follow him or he would follow me. It's pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, they should make streetcar racing
Hmm.
like a league for that. That I would watch all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's
bro.
how NASCAR. No, that was moonshining cars actually.
It's not really televised, but that's what the autocross. That's what that is.
I wish that was a thing though.
It is.
No, I wish it was like
a national.
no more
rival.
NASCAR. That.
Yeah.
That's what I want
because
to
then
watch.
you get a bunch of like dumb cars.
Do
Like
you think NASCAR?
Yeah,
can win?
dumb cars. That's what makes it funny.
here comes
More
Jason in
entertaining.
his souped out minivan.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd
that's,
be
that-
hilarious,
That's what
bro.
makes it more entertaining.
That'd be great.
Oh no, I know we've seen it happen, Phil.
That's what makes it entertaining.
That slammed Honda. Odyssey.
Okay, here's.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you think? Here's my theory about baseball and NASCAR. I'm only going back to baseball because it's kind of the same.
No, it's not.
No, just listen to me.
It's not.
Shut
There
up.
are no cars in baseball.
No, shut up.
High five.
People,
There's the trucks in the outfield.
can y'all shut up? Jesus.
High five.
People like NASCAR because they just get to sit and drink all day. When you're at a baseball game that's super long, you just sit and
what
drink
you-
all day.
Yeah, but you could say that for any sport.
No, because
You get a
basketball,
chance to catch a ball, Brandon.
you're there for like 2 hours, 3 max.
You can't catch a ball.
No balls.
A baseball game goes on like all day, and a NASCAR is
No.
like all day.
That's not true.
And it's just
They
a.
actually don't sit there all day. There's the 7th inning stretch.
The fact that you have to stretch during this game shows that it's
You didn't really
way
help
too
the
long.
point.
It's way too long.
See, but the thing about baseball is it can be faster than any major league sporting event. It could also be longer. It's all dependent.
On the players.
Yeah.
And what's also really cool is when it rains.
Well, you get your tickets back and you go home. What?
The teams usually do stupid shit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I forget where I saw, but there's this compilation of like college baseball teams doing some seriously dumb shit, and it was fucking hilarious.
But see, you don't ever see that stuff. Like,
No, you don't because you don't follow that shit.
no, but like like when I watch sports, it's like it's never
It do
them.
be on there.
Not a lot.
Yeah,
it'd
it
be more.
does.
It'd be more of the actual sport than them just screwing around.
We should start the classically urban baseball team. Our
Baseball,
league.
not softball.
Oh, let's start our league.
softball.
We're gonna hit each other with bats. Never mind. We're not gonna do this.
But I
But I'm
think,
starting to think that that's gonna be the only option for me to ever play it again.
Right?
or you could just find a group of guys that just play baseball.
Oh, you're gonna be that one guy who
I
takes
like-
it way too seriously.
Actual like games.
I mean, you can. We play actual games of basketball. There's just not a referee there.
We do not play actual games of
I
basketball.
mean, we do. You
No.
don't. You didn't. But
I said let's
but
play.
there's something about that that's just not. It's just not there. You know. I don't know. Like I feel like I got to be in a league or something
Yeah.
for me to be like in it.
Gotta
Like,
play
who
on
knows,
hardwood.
we could actually like make it to like the Indians. You know.
Yeah. No, it's not gonna happen.
Nah, Cody, you can do it.
Probably because the Indians are horrible.
Mm.
That's why the Pirates suck.
Cody hates Indians. Confirmed. Racist this fuck.
Yes.
He also hates the Pirates.
Yes. Because that's
Cody
where
hates
all
gay
our
people,
players
that's
go.
Pittsburgh, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's where the Indians when they do well,
Yeah, yeah.
they get.
I knew
sent
we
to
were
them.
like their feeder team.
Our baseball team is a farm team for the Pirates, and then our
Wait.
hockey team is a farm team for the Blackhawks.
Didn't we used to be a farm team for a team in New York?
I don't remember. It changes occasionally.
We are.
Yo, I'm
farmers.
kind of proud of you guys like talking about sports this long. You know?
I like baseball.
I've been making fun.
I've
of
always
sports the
loved
entire
baseball.
time.
I was not talking to you.
Oh shit! What do you want from me?
What in the fuck? There is a lot of mist outside. Anyway, I like baseball.
That's fair.
I like,
don't.
I like
but
football too. That's why I've been wearing my Cowboys hoodie.
I can only watch
'Cause I
college
feel like-
football anymore.
Because I feel like it's gonna make me lucky if I start wearing it on Sunday early.
Yeah, they were close,
I like
and then they
turtles.
just disappeared.
Yep, and they just let Des Bryant go.
You can kiss that ring idea goodbye.
The Indians
What?
are the second oldest minor league team.
No shit.
They were founded in 1902.
Holy fuck.
That's insane.
Wow. That's old.
Yeah, very old. That was around the last time the Cubs won the. Won it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not making a joke. I was actually asking
Yeah.
because it was 1905, wasn't it? Yeah. Why are you doing that into the microphone?
Because I want the viewers to hear my disgust. Skateboarding's an Olympic sport now.
Yep.
I thought it always was.
No.
That's why they had the X Games.
Oh.
What was that, George?
How? But like,
Nothing.
What? You got something to say about skateboarding?
Nothing.
You don't think it's a real sport?
I'm thinking about it right in my head.
You really think it's not a real sport?
bruh, stop.
I'm
I
thinking
haven't
about
read
whether it
that
is. I
comment
never
right
thought
here.
about
There
it.
should be no thought. It is definitely a sport. It is physically enduring.
Tell me you're not
True.
that stupid.
Very physically
Like,
enduring.
I never thought
And
about
very
it.
dangerous.
All right, no, I agree. It's a sport.
No thought process needed. Motherfucker.
You should always
Sport
use thought
should be
process.
added to the Olympics.
Pool.
No.
Wait, you said something else did too?
No, you said what should.
What should be?
Are you gonna say hockey?
Docking?
Fencing.
No.
That's
It's already in there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
My joke didn't even work. Damn it.
Underwater basket weaving.
What? Underwater basket weaving.
Yep.
Sounds like a tongue twister. Underwater basket weaving. Underwater basket weaving. Underwater basket weaving. Rubber baby
Yeah.
buggy morphers. Rubber baby buggy. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. I did it. I fucking did it. Holla. Can you do it?
No.
Toy boat. 2 little words.
Tibbet. See how fast I just did that?
But yeah, skateboarding. It's an Olympic sport now.
That's good.
I'm excited for that. What's that, next year, right? Because the Winter Olympics just happened.
Yeah. No, it's 2 years from now.
No. Yeah.
Or 2 years. It's 2 years after the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So in 2 years, I finally get to see skateboarding at the Olympics, which
Tony.
sounds like a good idea, but part of me feels like the judging is going to be weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's gonna be like snowboarding.
Do you think Tony Hawk's gonna be there?
If Tony Hawk's a judge, that'd be pretty cool. He could definitely judge the vert. I hope that they divide it to street and
Yeah.
vert.
Uzi vert?
That's where he got that from, actually.
I thought I was holding the Uzi vertical.
No. Lil Uzi, because, anyway, because he's little and he packs a punch. And vert comes from a skateboarding term because vert would be going vertical.
You know, Tony
Straight to the
Hawk
top.
still skate. It's like vert.
Yeah.
It's like half pipes and like at like 95, like that. He's old as hell.
He's not that old.
I know.
No,
it's
he's like
exaggerated.
He's like
103.
50 something.
Yeah.
He's in his
Old enough
50s.
to Not really do it anymore.
But he's
Yeah.
still good at it. Like, just crazy.
Tony Hawk, man. Skateboarding's one of those things, man, because it's like, it's such a niche thing. Like, you never really stop,
Yeah.
except if you're me.
But like, is skateboarding that big outside of like? Because obviously I don't look
Japanese love it.
up. Do they?
Hop on.
It's popular. Like, it's starting to gain more popularity around the world.
Okay.
now,
Because I thought it was just like mostly an American thing.
Well, it definitely is because it's an American sport. It started in California.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it started in
had-
California.
If it had already spread or not. I knew it started in California. I didn't know if it had already spread across the globe yet. Or
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah. Japanese love that shit.
Huh.
In Japan, actually. So, the Japanese are so dedicated in doing everything great that in Japan, so like if a kid picks up skateboarding or something like that, it's so in America, skate parks, you'll have little kids running around because the parents have dropped them off, right?
Yeah.
They use it like a fucking daycare.
Yeah.
Japan, the parents go to the skate parks with the kids and ensure that they are learning new tricks and perfecting what they're doing.
Right. So, I was just kind of interested to see how many games there were that Tony Hawk had made.
Oh.
He has 16 games.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how many people can put out that many games?
And a
Let-
whole
Final Fantasy.
Let's calm down a little bit because 90% of them were pretty trash.
false.
No.
I played them.
I've played most of them.
Yeah.
dude.
I
Nah,
played
some of them were baller. I don't even like skateboarding.
I mean, some of them were, but most of them
Fun
were
as
trash.
shit.
The
They're fun.
the pro skaters were the only one that
They're
were like.
fun. What? Underground? Awesome.
Oh, yeah, Underground,
American
too.
Wasteland? Fun as shit.
I don't like American Waste.
You know what
What?
still fucks me up?
What?
50 Cent had 2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But you
both
know
of
what's-
them bombed.
Yeah.
Did you guys like skate better than Tony Hawk's? games?
Yeah.
See, look,
But
it's already better.
See, I never played skate.
what?
Dude,
Oh,
Listen.
so much
I
fun.
always played
it's
Tony Hawk.
it's on our game share. You got to play that stuff, bro.
So much
great.
fun.
It's great.
games
Second
really-
one was the best though.
I
Yeah,
remember back in the day when we'd all play skate on the games.
Yeah. What are you getting at? What?
Like horse,
Yeah.
but for skateboarding. So they called it skate. And you
That's-
played it
that's why-
online.
that's-
Yeah.
that's what the game is.
What do you mean you played it online? Like the game?
In like Tony Hawk.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that in skate.
Yeah.
Only it's way harder.
That's what I thought he was talking
Just
about.
saying, it was cool.
Yeah,
Shit, I
okay.
still have all the cheat codes memorized for Underground 2.
Bro, you know life.
It's fun. Fun game.
Straight edge. Unlimited grinding. For fall.
True facts.
I liked Underground better than Underground 2, though.
Nah, I liked Underground too.
2 was-
You got to play as like all the the random characters. What was it? Jesse James was one of them.
Yeah.
He had like a little Segway thing.
What?
Yeah. Jesse James he was what was his TV show? American Choppers? No. That was the dad and son who's now become a meme and it's fucking hilarious.
it.
I love those memes.
I showed you the Shakespeare one, right?
No.
Oh my god.
I
It
saw
was
the one about
fucking
Lord of the
hilarious.
Rings and I sent it to Nevin. It was like why couldn't the Eagles pick up the Hobbits before? And it was like the dad was like, there's no plot holes in that movie or something like that. The Eagles were a proud race. They weren't the fucking
Yeah, I saw that.
Taxi service.
Jesse James. What was his show?
I don't remember.
Anyway, Jesse James, he had a TV show where he made custom motorcycles, choppers.
Yeah.
And he was a playable character in Tony Hawk's Underground 2, where he had like this like motorized like funky looking Segway thing.
West Coast Choppers.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go. Memes, man.
Yeah.
Showing memes on an audio podcast.
Do you
What are
quarrel,
doing?
sir?
What are you doing, George?
So I was watching a video about like meme people and where they are today. Scumbag Steve.
Hmm.
He's a aspiring rapper.
just throwing this out there. I don't know a lot of meme
You
people.
don't know Scumbag Steve?
This guy.
No.
No, not him.
No.
Different guy.
Scumbag Steve's the one with the hat.
The hat?
Yeah.
The Gucci hat.
Does that say pull out 10?
What was I gonna say? Damn it. Fuck. Shit. Dicks.
Oh, I thought it was a sex joke.
There's this one really old meme called Techno Viking. You ever see that
Techno
one?
Viking? No.
It's just weird. There's this dude who looks straight up like out of the show Vikings.
Oh yeah, and he was doing
Just-
the dance.
Just walking around.
Like he was like, and he's ripped his shit. And
Yeah.
he was just fucking dancing like
Yeah.
hardcore.
You see how I turned away from the mic there, Cody, to burp instead of act like an animal?
Because I am an animal.
And then I said, Mr. President, there's no Walmarts in North Korea, only Targets.
Here.
Dude, that was something that I found weird
What?
when we were in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
There
Piggly
were
Wiggly.
There were no Targets.
Piggly Wiggly.
No.
Oh.
Within 1 mile of each direction we were in, well, the fourth direction was ocean, but north, south, and west, all within a mile, there were 3 Walmart neighborhood groceries.
Yeah. They have Walmarts and they have Piggly Wiggly and there's one
I
other.
didn't see any of those. I literally only saw Walmarts. That was the only thing we could find.
Fuck, there's one. It's called shit.
Wait, Cody, I have breaking news.
Hmm.
The Piggly Wiggly in Uniontown, Alabama is closing.
Oh.
It's sad. Steven was heartbroken. I'm
Why?
just kidding. It's the town he's from.
Yeah, Piggly Wiggly's overpriced. That's probably why. Nobody wants to pay for
I
that
never
shit.
went in there. I just drove by it and I was like, oh, look, a Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, it's the first Piggly Wiggly I ever saw.
Fuck, I forget the name of it. There's this one chain of like grocery stores in the South as well.
Publix.
Publix.
Yep.
That's a Kroger-owned company.
Really?
Yeah.
Kroger over there.
Kroger owns a lot of stuff.
They own Safeway?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know everything they own, but they own a lot. Like a lot.
Hmm.
They own a lot of different gas
know they own
stations and
Publix.
grocery stores and a whole bunch of stuff.
Fuck.
Everyone's just yawning and coughing.
Did you have any?
We're tired.
Did y'all have anything else?
No.
I did have a
You
question
I thought you
for
were
you
going
guys.
to talk about Syria much longer.
Well, there's nothing else to say. We're just gonna bomb them, and that's that. Fuck them.
Gonna see where it goes.
I mean, there's only so many directions it can go. They're either gonna, well, they are gonna stop bombing their own, what's it called, citizens now with chemical weapons because we fucked up their chemical weapons facility.
What are
Oh,
you
really?
doing?
Yeah.
What in
It's
the hell
not
are you
there
doing?
anymore, Cody.
Doing anything, Brandon.
It's not there.
What was that?
Tomahawk
You were a
missiles
liar.
and
Yeah.
such.
By the way, I don't know if I brought this up when it originally happened, and I just remember this fun fact. So, you remember when we originally bombed Syria when Trump was first just getting into office? We hit their like an airfield that they staged the. I still find it funny that it lasted for an hour and there were 60 bombs, meaning once every minute.
Yeah.
Just funny. It's just a great way to fuck with somebody.
I find it funny how all of Trump's old meme or old tweets coming out about how you shouldn't bomb Syria are coming out now.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
He like all whole time while Obama was president, he's just shitting on him. How dare he knew that? You need congressional approval. Apparently not.
that's why I always hate when, like, people get mad at certain presidents for doing something that every president does. It's like, that shouldn't be an argument. So what? Obama bombed another
Phil,
country.
your computer
like,
is so shit you can't even run WASD.
That's
It's
QWOP.
Whatever.
You playing co-op, dude?
He's been playing computer games this entire time.
Jesus.
His computer can't even run QWOP at like a decent frame rate.
Bro, you need to trash
How
that
is that game running at like 15 frames a second?
You need to trash that thing, bro.
Yeah, I know I do. I need to get a new one. I'm just trying to pay my tool bill down so I can buy an actual like gaming desktop.
Did you
Get a
get turned to
laptop.
PC gaming?
I'd rather have like an actual desktop.
Yeah, I plan to get a
I got
laptop.
4 monitors, Cody.
Okay. You can still hook up monitors to a laptop. That's
You
fine.
can do that as well.
That's no fun.
It's not fun.
Why not?
Because it's not fun, Cody.
Okay.
I always thought that gaming laptops were harder to modify after you bought them than.
Yeah.
You don't have as much room.
Cody thinks
don't,
so. Why
you
wouldn't
don't
you want
normally. Because you just buy a good setup, you don't need to modify it.
I mean, things update.
Maybe I want an oil or
You
a
talking
What
about?
updates?
desktop.
Oil cooled?
Did you not just see that we just came out with 4K gaming?
Yeah. You just update your drivers.
I
I can run 4K games on my laptop
I know that, but I'm
just
saying
by
like
updating the software.
Oh.
Yeah, you just really. I mean,
Because
like,
I thought like that stuff goes out of date eventually.
eventually, but like the way graphics cards are now, it's like
I'm not just talking about the graphics cards. There's like
I mean-
a bunch of different parts inside of a computer.
yeah,
bro.
but Intel hasn't come out with a new processor in I don't know how long. The i7's been their premier shit.
I saw an i9.
Yeah, like that's the newest one. Before that, the i7 was out for a while.
Yeah.
Very, they don't release processors all that often. And then with, you can, it's cool to, do all that, but I mean, like,
I don't know. I just like the look of gaming desktops better because it's like,
yeah, I do too, but I like to take my shit with me.
nah, I don't.
Agreed.
Can't do that with anything else.
I mean,
You can, but
you
like,
can.
not as portable.
They just came out with this new console called the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
but what games are on there other than Zelda?
Skyrim.
Why would I ever play that on a Switch?
Yeah, that's just.
I mean, it's the same game as it you
They're
just
playing
bought.
Skyrim Mobile. Didn't they try to do that?
No, like this is like the actual, like the full game of Skyrim that he just bought. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I know, but why would I play that on the Switch?
I mean, I don't know. Just because you want to
Such
play
a-
it wherever you want to go.
Dumb idea.
I mean, obviously not because it's been selling like crazy.
I mean, I get it, but
You can use Switch controllers on your phone.
really?
It's
cool.
Joy-Cons.
Yeah. They're super small though. I don't like them.
I mean, it's cool. It's a cool idea, but Nintendo has not had a good track record with good gaming
They're-
hardware.
They're a bit too gimmicky.
Their hardware's never been like up to par though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, yeah. That's. I mean, you see like PlayStation or Sony, I should say, and Microsoft making like 4K systems, and they just put out like a handheld as their full main console that does 1080p, and that's literally about it.
Intel's last processor came out in May of 2017.
What, the i9?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So about 8, 9 months ago now.
When was the i7 released?
Before that.
He's not wrong, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
know that. You gotta give me a second to look that one up.
Cody's face right there was just like, I would have like, oh my god, that's hysterical. Woo.
True.
And even a lot of the time, I've noticed that like processor's not the only thing. So like you could have an i9, but your computer could still not run.
Well, yeah,
shit
because it's
very
amount
well.
of
Sit driving the RAM.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
all goes into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was always easier to do.
You can modify it, yeah. I don't know. I always just felt like if you had a solid setup, it would last you for a while.
i7 came out in 09.
That's There's another thing about PC gaming.
Isn't there an
is-
i8 though?
No.
Is there not?
No.
Oh.
i7, i9.
So, PC gaming, isn't it kind of hard for developers to get, what's it called?
To catch up.
No, like for example, for a while there was a lot of games coming out for PC that just didn't work because the setups for people's computers was too like diverse. Like,
That's literally what he just said.
is it? Oh shit, never mind.
Magic.
Well, yeah. I mean, not everyone's gonna have the same setup. So, a lot of the time with games, though, they have a recommended,
Yeah.
right? So that would the recommended.
It's like the bare bones.
Well, no, that's minimum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you have minimum and then recommended. Recommended would be like how it would look on a console or
Yeah,
how it would run
yeah.
on console.
Yeah.
And then you have certain specs to requirements for running minimum, which would be pretty shitty looking game, or recommended.
It just gives you the ability to play the game.
I just found out I have I exceed like by a lot recommended for Skyrim. I didn't know my computer was like good.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh.
Congratulations.
No. I was like, huh, shit. It's an old computer too.
Yeah.
How old is it?
Well, I got it in 2014, but I'm assuming it was probably like a little older when it was released. Well,
About time to wrap this up.
yeah.
This is like the shortest podcast we've like done in quite a while.
What is it? How long?
We haven't even had an hour yet.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to keep going?
Sometimes
Thank you.
for joining.
Us on the Classically Urban Podcast.
This has been
God. I
the
love
Classically Urban.
I love how Phil's just like, thank you, just like he has autism or something, just like blurts whatever he wants out. That's hilarious.
Join us next week. I am your mama's favorite side hoe.
I'm George.
It's your boy, Baby Ice Cube.
MOG Philly G. Thank you.
Nah, 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 nah.